Hi everyone and welcome to a new video as well as a new tag. This time around I was tagged by Marsha at Marsha Osborne, and the original tag was created by Juan at Just One Reader, and it's the MIZ Book Tag, so definitely check out his original video because he sings the lyrics from the musical Les Miserables. And the questions are based on different characters, and he sings like different parts of the musical from the different characters, and it's brilliant. And I should have watched it before I'm recording because of the pronunciation, but I didn't. So and Marsha actually said, yeah, well, I really want to see you pronounce the names. So good times. So I hope I pronounce them right. Well, I can promise, and I won't sing. Like, you will have to check out Juan's video for that. Not here. The first question is Jean Valjean, a book that deals with morality or journeys. Who is surprised? I chose Faust by Goethe. So this has like both in it, morality, because basically the basic plot line is that Faust, he is a professor, sells his soul to the devil Mephistopheles, and so there's the question of like morality, and the famous line from Mephistopheles, which says, ich bin Teil von jener Kraft, die stets das Böse will und stets das Gute schafft. This was German. Yes, I know it by heart. I know many quotes from Faust by heart, and it translates to I'm part of the force that wants to make bad and always achieves the good. And so there's a hint at like the morality discussed in this book, and Faust is also somehow on a journey physically. In this book, if you read it, you will know what I mean. He travels through a lot of places in this book, but also mentally, because it starts out, or he wants to sell his soul mainly also because he is not satisfied with the studies he's made, and yeah, it's his journey. And one quote is also like one of my favorites, and I considered it to be tattooed, and it says, hier bin ich Mensch, hier darf ich sein, and that translates, here I am human, here I can be. So beautiful, and to show you the morality and the journeys in this book. Definitely read it. The second question is Javert, I hope I said it right, a book that was fierce and relentless. And for that I chose like quite a how you say it, unusual choice. If you have seen some other of my videos, but from time to time I quite enjoy YA, and so for that I chose Aurabel by Dockrill. It's the sequel to Lorelei. That's always like a tongue twister for me. So definitely read that first and then pick up Aurabel. And this is like fierce and relentless because of the main character, Aurabel. She's a mermaid, and she has a very special trait about her. You will have to read the book. Yeah, that makes her really... She's a very fierce and relentless person from the start, but there's an event in this book that makes her even more fierce and relentless. So I had to choose her, and definitely like check out the series. The third one is Fantine, an emotional book that tugs at your heartstrings. And for that I chose, I hope I have it here, Ah, yeah, here it is. Sorry, put the books here. For that I chose Grief is the Thing with Feathers by Max Porter, and this is loosely based on Crow by Ted Hughes. Surprise, another mention of Ted Hughes. And it has the story of this grieving family. The father and his two sons have lost their mother, and their like, yeah, their mother, the mother of the family, his wife. That's what I wanted to say. The wife and the mother, and they were visited by this figure, this crow-like figure. It was a crow, and their like dad in this family is a tattoo scholar, so it also intertwines with that, but it's mainly like an observation on grief, and the format is really great. It's poetry, sort of musings on grief, prose, really interesting, essay, really great. Definitely check it out. The fourth question is Marius, a name I can pronounce, surprise. A book that has a little bit of everything. I chose The Humans by Matt Haig. This is the German edition. I chose this because there's really a little bit of everything. It's genre fiction, it has thriller aspects in it, there's a romance in this book, it is philosophical, it really has something for everyone in there, and it's a huge recommendation. Definitely check it out. The fifth question is Eponine, a book with a tragic love story. And for that I chose another YA read actually, and it's Looking for Alaska by John Green. Like the only John Green I still love with all of my heart. I will not say why it's a tragic love story, but it is one. Definitely read the book. Yeah. The sixth question is Cosette, a book where the characters are trapped in dire circumstances. I don't have my copy here, but Nothing by Jane Teller, and it's one of the most horrific and horrible and devastating books I have ever read, and I was grossed out and shocked by this book, but I really loved it. So definitely that one, because the circumstances those children get themselves in is horrible, and it touches on nihilism, so you sort of get a glimpse at what will happen eventually, and it's just horrific and horrible, but really worth reading. The seventh question is the Thenardiers, and this is the prompt for a comic book, and I just dropped Faust. I'm sorry, I'm very sorry, Faust. For that I chose a recent read, and this is I Hate Fairyland, the first volume, Madly Ever After, and I love it. It's definitely my new favorite graphic novel series. There are 3 volumes out, so definitely check it out. The 4th volume will be out in August this year. The 8th question is Enjolras, a book about masculinity or heroism. I don't really know if there is a better answer to this question than The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway, because it's The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. So yeah, there's that. The Priest is the 9th question, an uplifting book. Now, I don't really read that many uplifting books, so I will have to repeat my answer and go again with Aurabel and Lorelei by Laura Dockrill. That was really depressing, but we will go with it. And the last question is Gavroche. Maybe a short, unexpectedly good read that took you by surprise. And this is a poetry collection because we want to have more poetry in our lives. And this is We Carry the Sky by Michaela Robin. Now this book is what you would consider like Tumblr poem or poetry, even though I hate that word with a passion. So I will just go with modern poetry. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite books of last year, and it's short. The poems are short, but they are so impactful. So definitely this one. And for tagging people, I know that Silje was tagged by Masha, and Silje, if you have not filmed the video, consider yourself also tagged by me. I will also tag Whitney at WhittyNovels if you would like to do tags, but I figured you would enjoy the Les Miserables tag, so you are tagged. And I tag Catalyst Reads because he's great at answering tags, and I'm curious if you can pronounce the names better than I did, I guess. And who else? Just if you like, I will go with the cop-out answer, but if you would like to answer the questions as well and challenge yourself with pronouncing names, definitely do it. And definitely also say I tagged you, like you can consider yourself tagged by me. Thanks so much, Marsha, for tagging me. Thanks to Johann for creating this lovely tag, even though it like really was a challenge with pronouncing the names, but I guess that's my own fault for not watching the video before. Like I botched it like when he uploaded it, but not before I uploaded or filmed the video. So I guess that's my fault. Well, again, thanks to those two, and thanks to you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.